Hi, my name is Hyunyoung Park from Decenter, and please introduce yourself briefly.
Hi, my name is Zan Ditkoff. I'm at Blockstack. My focus at Blockstack over the past 2 years or so has been on the independent ecosystem building on top of us. Everyone thinking about using our technology to build products and services, currently building, or already having built those and looking to take them to the next step.
As you know, this interview is for YouTube, so please introduce Blockstack project briefly for our viewers.
Absolutely. Blockstack is a US-based project. We came out of Princeton University in 2013, 2014, so we're quite an old project actually. We are a decentralized network and a developer toolkit that makes it very easy for people to create applications where users own their own identity and data. Today, there are over 250 independent projects built on top of Blockstack, and we continue to see developers use our tools and network to create these powerful applications.
Blockstack's slogan, "Can't be evil," this one, is so impressive. Maybe it's a parody version of Google's slogan, "Don't be evil." So what does it mean?
Yeah, absolutely. The slogan does come from, I think it's an improvement on Google's original slogan, which you mentioned was "Don't be evil." For a long time, Google had that as one of their slogans, one of their principles. The idea behind "Can't be evil" is with blockchain technology and crypto, we now have the ability to create technology and systems that can't be evil. Blockstack doesn't need to promise developers and users that we won't be evil. It's a design philosophy where in an ideal world, the technology we're building, the systems we're building, I can hand those to my worst enemy and still have faith and confidence in using those applications. So it's really the idea of trust minimized permissionless technology, and it's a design philosophy that improves upon the phrase "don't be evil."
Then I'm going to ask you about SEC approval. Blockstack became the first company which sells tokens to general investors legally. So was there anything difficult during the approval process?
It was a long process, but that was because less than the approval process being long, anytime you're doing something for the first time, it's going to take more time. We were just approved in July. I think one of the reasons we were able to do it first is the fact that from the beginning, we decided that we were going to take a very conservative approach abiding by regulations. A lot of it was educating the government on what is this technology, what can it actually enable, and then how can we use the Reg A framework to do this in a way that is responsible and makes sense. So even though it was a long process, I think we anticipated that. And I mean, I think we're thrilled with the result. And I mean, the process proves that the SEC does understand this technology and what it can enable, and thinks it's important enough to create paths for users to be able to use it. And I think the fact that we never had any regulatory scar tissue, if you will, from past decisions enabled us to go down this path and become the first.
Blockstack uses the term distributed computing more than the term like blockchain platform or blockchain protocol. So is there a special reason for this?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. We are a little bit different than projects like Ethereum in how we use a blockchain and how we think it should be used. You should not store all of your data on a blockchain, and you should not run all of your computation or business logic on a blockchain. We use a blockchain specifically to anchor identity and establish global state. And then we allow the computation and business logic largely to occur at the edges. Another way of saying this is we push complexity to the edges. And this is actually an old, tested, and proven philosophy behind distributed systems, which is a field that's been around much longer than blockchain and is one of the core foundations of this space. And so overall, what we really enable is a distributed computing platform that uses a blockchain at the underlying layer to enable a lot of the actual distributed computing.
Blockstack gives $2,000 for top devs on Blockstack blockchain, right?
App mining, yes, app mining. So we actually, it's a lot more than 2,000. We started the app mining program last December, the pilot of the program. Long-term app mining becomes a protocol level minting mechanism that is decentralized. During the pilot period, we are working with our community to make sure it's doing its job of rewarding high-quality applications that are built on top of Blockstack. The top app previously was getting about $20,000 USD, so quite a bit more than 2,000. We are targeting the full scaling to be done by May 2020, tentatively. At that point, it will be paying out $1 million equivalent every single month.
This is the last question. I heard that Blockstack is going to build developer community in Korea. So why are you focusing on Korean market?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's my first time in Korea, and it's been so much fun, both to meet and start to get to know the developer and retail communities here, but also to eat all the food. I love Korean food, so it's been quite fun. As I mentioned, we're a US-based project. We're fairly well known in the US, but we're really not known here in Korea. And while I think the US has a strength for building base layer protocols, Korea, I think, has much more of a strength for then building products, solutions, services, applications on top of those base layer protocols. In addition, it has one of the strongest and most knowledgeable retail populations. And so because of that, I think for any project that's serious about long-term success globally over the next 5, 10, 20 years, Korea is a market you can't ignore. Again, we're very much at the beginning here, and we're looking, and my focus on this trip here is really starting to create a strategy for how we can create a sustainable developer and retail community here over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years for the long term, as I think some of the most valuable applications that will be built on top of us and other projects will come out of this market. Thank you for your time. It was my pleasure.
You have a nice trip in Korea.
Absolutely. Thank you.